I got allergies. Let me get on here and update real quick. Again, I'm not gonna do videos like that, right? Not gonna get a reaction as far as if you think you know, you better know. But I want to update y'all. So after I told them not to take my daughter to her dad's house, they did anyway. Dhs, right? My caseworker. Um, and then over the weekend, there was an incident that happened where, again, I believe my daughter. We have to believe kids. Stop going out here really believing adults and acting like kids lie more than adults, and we know it's the other way around. So stop doing that. The DHHS, like, oh my goodness, I am so frustrated. I don't really know that I have the words anymore for the negligence and abuse that my oldest daughter had to go through. This has not been her fault. Anyway, there was an incident where she lit the candle, right? And her dad pretty much started a whole altercation, and he ended up punching her, left a mark. They were tussling. I mean, I just knew nothing good was gonna come out of that. Why don't y'all listen to mothers, huh? I know my daughter, and I have an intuition for a reason. And it's like these folks want to portray me as if I'm crazy. The whole time they've been so negligent to my whole family this year. Y'all have no idea what y'all out here doing. You don't have understanding. You lack compassion. You don't have empathy. You want to sit here and point fingers at people you don't even know. Shame on you. And I'm talking about the system that is supposed to protect and serve, that you'll go out here and they have traumatized my kids this year more than I ever did. You all will be held accountable. Again, that's probably with the lawsuit. That's what seems to get these folks' attention. It's losing money, being publicly shamed. So anyway, after that incident, right, as mandatory reporters, this visitation company, my daughter didn't tell me that. She told the visitation company that. So mind you, my daughter gets here on that Monday and she tells me what's happened, but she's telling me in front of the visitation worker. So now the visitation worker calls her boss and she's like, hey, her daughter just said something happened. We need to report it. I was here. The mom did not coach her. Like, these people really think that this whole thing this year, that I somehow coach my kids, and I'm telling you, you guys are all wrong. That I do not have the heart and intention to coach my kids to say anything like that. That I was only repeating what my kids were telling me. That was not my imagination, my words, those were my kids' words, right? I could never think somebody can do that. But when my kids told me, I believe them. Because where is that coming from? Ain't no way. Again, y'all lack logic, baby. And y'all telling me I'm crazy. And there's so many of you folks that lack logic. And we see time and time again how y'all put our kids in harm's way. Because you think you're out here doing something good. And the whole time y'all is not functioning from a good heart. So anyway, after that, the visitation worker, that is, as a mandatory reporter, right? When kids tell you something has happened to them, right? Like Project Harmony, my daughter Atara told them that Randy was abusing her and they left her in the house. That's going to be my lawsuit as well. And I'm going to request those videos from Project Harmony. Not me, but they're going to be subpoena one day. And y'all going to be held responsible how, as adults, you hear kids saying they're being abused and you're not doing nothing. But anyway, let me, because I'm going all over the place. But, so then this visitation worker calls the HHS to report this. You know what she told me? She said the person taking the report was arguing with her. And he was trying to like derail her. He kept saying, well, did you talk to the caseworker? And do you know she tried to start a fire? She lit the candle. The police wasn't called. The fire department wasn't called. First of all, because the emotional abuse and trauma that DHHS, this whole system has put my kids through this year, and stop blaming it on me. That I take responsibility as far as I didn't know how to act. That everything I did was so natural out of trauma. I couldn't understand what was happening. You understand? My whole world was shattered just from my kids telling me that, and then what the police did after that. Anyway, I'm fine though. I'm going to therapy now. I'm learning how to work through my PTSD. I've accomplished a lot this year because I'm back to my mental sanity. Because Anyway, I just really suggest you folks don't laugh at me, because you don't know how you really could go through something like this. God forbid. And it takes a tremendous amount of strength. My kids gave me. Only real love can save you out of this type of shit. My kids taught me real love, and that I have this loyalty to my kids, to believe them, protect them, hear them. And I'll go against a million motherfuckers for my kids. Period. Understand? None of you know my kids better than me, fools. Anyway, the HHS, so then as she's given the report, he's trying to, you see that? Trying to blame the kids. How y'all out here blaming kids exactly? Trying to portray my daughter like something's wrong with her. No, it's the trauma that you people caused her. Because when she was with me, she never slit her wrist. My baby ain't never done drugs. My baby ain't never been out here running away. She's not that type of a girl. And starting fires? Nah, y'all not gonna portray my daughter that something's wrong with her when you folks abused her. This year, then one day again, baby, y'all gonna be held accountable. You know better. You know what emotional abuse is and verbal abuse. Anyway, Ariana's in a different home now. That's her 4th foster home this year. And my son, they've been separated again. He's still at the same place. Again, this is what the system does, and they call themselves like keeping an oath. That's it is what it is, baby. If y'all think you know, you better know. Cause y'all not gods out here. And we all answer to a higher powers. Right? Whether we like it or not. So again. And people don't understand how I just well, you don't miss your girls, and I do miss my girls every day. Sometimes I wake up crying for my kids. I just know I feel like this is the way I cope. Take a look into my mind. I feel like the spirit mom of me is haunting everybody. I'm looking for my kids. So you know, I will never stop. So I don't gotta do nothing. I sit here and I suffer and I cry, but I know that the karma that you folks gonna get, that ain't gonna be nice either, baby. So it'll be alright. I'll be okay. I'll be with my kids one day again. Right? But I just know I could never trust Mariah and Randy. So therefore, I shift the blame on the state of Nebraska, and that they just did not give me a fair, it started from the police. They were supposed to come to my house and do a safety plan with me and my kids and investigate and assure me that what my kids said didn't happen. That's all I wanted. And instead they caused a lot of trauma for all of us. It's okay. I'll be alright though. I'm always okay. You folks get me strong, baby. You go out here and then you do what you do. But I know this is the last straw. As far as this gotta be the greatest pain of my life, and there is no other like it. And everybody, I suppose, faces that in their life. You're gonna face your greatest pain that you've ever faced. And God didn't do this to me. No, it's people again. We gotta be so cautious of who we surround ourselves with, like energy wise. I didn't know that back then. I felt like it was my duty to always help people. You know what I'm saying? I always want to go help. Put myself last so I can help. Like I had this, again, when you've been super abused as a child, baby, you grow up, you be a people pleaser. I didn't even know what that was, but I know I couldn't say no often. That I let people use me and treat me any kind of way because I didn't know my worth. So, yeah, act like everybody out here, and because things are happening, they deserve that. No, maybe it's the people they allowed in their life that have betrayed them, have put that person in that situation. I'm gonna be accountable for what I have done, but I was a good mother, and I always was just overly hyper, as far as for my kids. I overprotective, always trying to prevent what I have been through, and I didn't want none of that happening to them. And look, it is what it is. I'm at peace. I can still sleep. I wonder how. That's crazy because I was hearing that a couple days ago. I kept hearing no rest for the wicked, like constantly. I just kept hearing that, no rest for the wicked. And I wonder how many of you folks can sleep at night. Well, you don't get much sleep. Baby, I get 6 to 8 hours a day. That tells you my spirit is at peace. I did the right thing. Again, those things money can buy. Real love for your kids. Real genuine intention. You know what I'm saying? Good sleep. You take all the pills. It don't matter. Always much love. If your soul's not at peace because you've been out here ugly to people, I'm only ugly to people when you like poke at me. I would never envy you because you got money. I will never envy you because of your looks. I don't have that. I just focus on me. It's always me versus me. And I've tried to be better than I used to be. That's it. I'm not out here, but really people are really out here doing that. So, again, there's people on the internet that speak as a cry for help. And you got folks on the internet that speak as a cry for clout. And you have to be able to discern that. But you can't go out here, baby, if you haven't walked a mile in my shoes, please shut the fuck up. I just don't understand how folks couldn't just imagine you could be me. Again, this destiny, I didn't like deserve this. I remember Randy used to say that to me. That's what you get. Your mom left you in the train station. I was a little girl, fool. Just because people tell you deserve something, like, nah. Again, we all have this journey, right? When I was little, I didn't have adults protecting me. I didn't. When I grow up, right, have my own kids and I sit there and try to protect them, that's what y'all do? Again, it's a pain you folks can't understand until you go through it. So the people you love the most are ripped out of your life, like in such an inhumane, cruel way. Shame on you, officer, and you think you're some saint, huh? Shame on all of you. You go out here and you think you know people and you don't look at their history, what they've been through, what they've overcome. That matters to a person. That matters, justice system, when you truly like, y'all is fools out here. Y'all not gods, baby. It's just a little test of life. What would you do if you had a degree or you had a uniform on? What would you do on this earth? And it's just a test for you. What would you do? You would just go out here and what? Act like your shit don't stink and that you're above other people and you get to treat and rip their families apart? And what are you gonna gain on the other side? Do you know? Or do you just go out here because you're just like airheads out here? Like, seriously, there are consequences beyond that you could never imagine on the other side for what you do on this earth. This is why I don't go out here and do certain things. Like, I just don't understand when you... Always much love, baby. You have a blessed day. I'm alright. I shall overcome. I shall overcome, right? My kids too, for sure. So keep my kids in your prayers. I think about my kids every day. I pray for them. You know what's weird? Before my therapy yesterday, I had a dream. Like, Atara was giving me hugs. Anyway, I woke up really calm. I stopped acting. Oh, it's so easy. Go see your kids. Nah, Randy and Mariah will never get... I can't be around them. You know what I see this as? I'm going to get my oldest two. I'm going to go to court and do it through the courts. Or we can meet at the police station, drop the girls off. There will be constant... I would constantly keep notes. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't have to deal with Randy and Mariah. Ain't no friendly. And ain't no I'm coming to your house and dropping the kids off and dinners and birthday party. Ain't no friendly with you folks. Y'all don't exist to me. And it sucks that it came to this. But like, I've given these folks, and then especially Randy, too many chances to treat me like a person. And boy, you've treated me like trash. Even after you got married. Right, Randy? You remember. He came to Walmart. Mind you, and this whole time he was living with Mariah. I'm just trying to give you a little glimpse into his, I don't know what the hell. I just know I don't do that to people. So I'm picking up the kids at Walmart, and he gets out. He starts kicking my car. In front of Ariana was a witness. My kids have seen too much. kicking my car, saying, oh, just crying, started crying. Mariah don't love me like you. Like, he would do weird things, say things like, you gotta watch the girls, they're gonna get kidnapped. You know, things that don't make sense. Like, again, I have a lot of time to sit in this house and think about things that were said and replay scenarios in my mind of red flags and things that just don't make sense to a person. So I just want y'all to really make sure that Mariah and Randy are mentally stable to take care of them kids. 4 of them, right? Y'all is a liability. Make sure that Mariah, right, the one that lost so many children, I ain't blaming her for losing her kids. It's a reason for that. But I'm saying that will mess with your mental state, baby. So make sure that it doesn't matter what it looks like on the outside, folks. We see it time and time again. I don't trust Randy. I don't believe he changed. I think he got worse. I don't trust him. Everything in me screams, I just do not trust both of them. So, like, usually I used to be easily persuaded. Like, by now I would have forgave someone. It's not in me. I can't. No. No. My little baby, innocent baby girl would never say filthy shit like that. You're not ever gonna say that I would ever put that in her head, weirdos. I wasn't asking, did Mariah did this to you? No. I was saying, and what else happened? And what else? And she was offering all this information. That didn't come from me, fools. But if you would have sat down and really talked to me and actually interrogated my daughter and my son, they were there. And they could have told you the same shit. Imagine that I had children listening to this filth and they didn't know what to make of it. But y'all over here, oh, she coached them. She's crazy. Y'all is stupid. You don't even know me. I know. I've had this happen to me throughout my whole life. People think I'm somebody I'm not, falsely accuse me, and then they fall in this big ass trap. Because they didn't really take the time to really get to know me. Baby, always much love. You have a beautiful day, okay? And everything happens for a reason, and it's okay. Different type of strength when you just gotta cope with it, right? But people's opinions, again, nobody's walking in our body, in our shoes, our lives, so it doesn't matter. This is why I'm so confident, because I'm like, I did the right thing. Like, there's nothing to fear, right? And you always listen to your kids, because you don't want to hear that. Because they're not telling you what you want to hear. It's uncomfortable. Still have to listen to it. And make sure and double check and triple check. All right, y'all, be blessed.